Okay, sorry about that. Took me a little longer to get back than normal. Hello there. Yes, this is No Name Moment 7, and I am back today with some good old Rule the Waves 2. I'm cutting the screen from, or Vikings asking me to start cutting the screen from the YouTube version. I probably should do that, but then that requires editing. I could probably do that in the YouTube editor though, rather than having to ever download the video. I'll have to see. Yeah, so sorry about that. That took a little longer. Maybe I'll cut it later. I won't cut the entire intro, but I might try to cut most of the timer. Yeah, so that took a little longer than I expected to get back here. So sorry about that. We're back, and today, you know, our goal is to take all the French Mediterranean possessions. We have so far grabbed Algeria, and are currently working on grabbing Corsica. Our new invasion is going to be on Tunisia. France has lost multiple battleships, and yeah, these losses have really harmed their ability to stop us, which is good. And then, you know, if the war ends, we want to try to focus on Britain next. We want to still try to hit Britain probably in the 20s. You know, before they can actually really get stuff. Oh yeah, we're going to get Italia back here too. And that's going to be nice. The Catanias are going to finish up soon. Once the Catanias finish up, we can, you know, resume construction on more of these warships we have halted. Alright, so let's save and go to next turn. Convoy attack, battle in support of land combat here. I will accept. Hey, you can't challenge our forces. Italia has finished her reconstruction. Awesome. And we can actually get a flying boat. Will I invest in aircraft carriers? Yes. I actually think I limited the airbase size a lot, like 60, which I'm now really... Well, I'm kind of regretting it now, because I'm probably going to have complete control of the Mediterranean by the time aircraft become, you know, really good. But, it might still help things out a little more. It might mean that, you know, combat in the air age isn't completely swarming with aircraft in the Med. It is the right time to put the heavy 2,000-pound bombs. Probably in, like, the 40s. Okay, so if we look at these two planes, one of them has better range, better maneuverability, and better toughness. I'm going to bet that the other one has better reliability, but I'm going to take the top one. Enemy fortifications are holding up our advance. That is annoying. However, France can't really do anything about it, and it is nice to have Italia back. And now, Italia has a director from Britain. And the Catanias are getting even closer to done. So, yeah, that ship's going to have really good fire control. When they say reliability does, that means less landing accidents. Yeah, that means more aircraft ready at all times. I'm going to resume these coastal subs, because we're about to get a bunch done. And anything else I want to do here quickly? Unfortunately, our destroyer group is suffering, so we are having to build some new ones. It would be nice to get even more destroyers at this point. But, you know, gotta deal with what I have. Yep, I will accept that. Enemy destroyer raid. No. Yeah, I'll do a convoy defense. And I'll accept this too. Well, I have to accept this, but... you know, I want to accept it anyway. Alright, so we need to destroy a bombardment target. We have our whole battle line here, and both of our battle cruisers, as well as both of our modern armored cruisers. So you guys form up on the battle cruisers as a core group. Y'all know how well this worked last time, huh? You guys are... I don't know why you guys would be formed up on them. Let's see. Okay, so the battle cruisers can move 26 knots. Our fastest cruiser right now can move... or our fastest light cruiser can move 25. That would be Salerno, and she's leading two slower ones. The Russians have sent a fast cruiser. Awesome. So... this cruiser is also a Salerno. So you are being a... okay, you're the scout group for our main division. You don't be a core on her. Form on our battle cruisers as a... maybe as a screen. You guys... No, you have a dreadnought. I have all my dreadnoughts. Form on Cantiquevoire. Said form on Cantiquevoire as a support unit. Or maybe as a screen. Because we already have our scout. And then this should organize things well enough. And then if I need you guys can form on Roma as a core group for the moment, but I'll probably separate you out as an individual unit at some point. So yeah, our whole battle line is here. Cantiquevoire and Leonardo da Vinci are at the front. These are our most advanced battleships at the moment. Behind that, in the other part of the division, we have Francesco Morosini and Italia, which I'm kind of surprised that they put Italia in this division, but okay. And then Roma is behind it. It would have been smart to put Roma in this division, then Italia behind, so that, you know, this division is the Cantiquevoire. No. This division would be the Leonardo da Vinci's and the Romas, and then Italia is on her own. But, you know, they've organized it that one of the Romas is separated out, and Italia's on her own. Hopefully Roma being at the back of the formation will mean that she doesn't get torpedoed like she has the previous two battles she's been in. So we do have recon aircraft going out. So we need to hit a bombardment target over here. I don't know how many battleships France has in the region. Okay, so we have found an enemy ship before our spotters have. We are reporting it to be an enemy Dunkirk-class battlecruiser. It looks like there's a second one there, too. So I'm going to separate out you guys. You guys stop being on AI control. You guys are going to go your full 26 knots and start steaming past. You guys are going to start turning down. And then you guys are probably going to go up a little bit here. Okay. Cantiquevoire and Leonardo da Vinci are currently within range. Actually, I think this whole battleship division is within range. Yeah, they're all firing. Our battlecruisers are now within range as well. The Dunkirks are turning around. They have decided that they don't want any of this. So Leonardo da Vinci took a hit. It did cause some flooding. But we got it under control. That was a 14-inch shell hit, and it looks like we have now scored a 13-inch shell hit on one of the two Dunkirks. Hopefully it's done something. We will try to run them down a bit with the Vetter Pisanis. That is a 14-inch hit from Leonardo da Vinci on one of the... Or not Leonardo da Vinci, from Italia on one of the Dunkirks. Which I'm glad that Italia's scoring hits. That director's doing work. I mean, she only has 6 14-inch guns. And yet we're landing hits. Okay, so these guys don't quite have all their turrets firing, unfortunately. We have sighted a merchant ship up there. These are battleships? Is this what battleships they have in the region? Okay, turn. Yep, that's Richelieu and a Corbeil. Fight them. Knock their engines out. Yeah, or knock out these two. We are scoring 12-inch on the Richelieu. Cantiquevoire has taken a single heavy hit. Not a lot of damage there, yeah. Coal bunker absorbed it. Okay, that is a destroyer escorting them. I'm like, wait, is that a corvette escorting them? No, it's a destroyer. So right now, it does look like they have one destroyer as a part of this division and one destroyer as a part of this division. This is really dumb of the French to do this. Okay, the Richelieu is turning and is getting shot up a lot. We're still kind of chasing these guys with Vetter Pisani and the Panto. But, you know, they're just kind of at the edge of range. No, yeah, shoot at the battlecruiser division, not the battleships here. Oh, yep, good hits in the Corbeil from Roma. And Leonardo da Vinci also scored a hit on her too. Small merchant class hit. So the Dunkirks are being pushed to the shoreline right now. which is an interesting development. However, we do not want these guys to get out of sight of the main division. Says medium damage. Yeah, it's potentially a reliable report. I don't know how... I do not know exactly how reliable that report is. Sometimes those reports can be a little bit unreliable. It could be light damage right now. It could also be saying medium damage on the Corbeil because one of the turrets is jammed. 10 knots. I think 10 knots? It is. 15 and 10 knots. Yeah, that does imply engine damage. It could be temporary engine damage. It could be permanent engine damage. Now, the 10 knots thing is rounded. It is rounded, so it'll be like 10 knots, 15 knots, 20 knots. That's what it'll say. It won't give you the exact speed. It'll give you, you know, this is going about 10, this is going about 15, this is going about 20. And there is some thought that since these just turned, they probably lost some speed due to that. So they might actually be going a little slower, but I'm still expecting that these two ships might have a little bit of like engine damage or funnel damage or something. I mean, we did hit the Corbeil pretty badly, and it does look like she's moving slowly. Can get away with flotilla attack if they're slowed? Well, hopefully, we're trying it right now. Okay, we are scoring hits on them. Conte de Cavoir is taking a secondary battery hit. 2 of her triple turrets have jammed. That is, you know, what it's like having unreliable triples. However, I think we've scored enough early hits on them to really reduce them down. Watch for torpedoes before you rule the rage yourself. Yeah. Well, torpedo range is determined by these circles. Well, this is our torpedo range. We don't know what their torpedo range is, but it's probably similar. So I think we're safe for the moment. Okay, the Corbeil is probably going to die at this point. I want you guys to retarget to the Richelieu, because that Corbeil is just going to get torpedoed and sunk. Yeah. Rule the rage. I think I named one of my clips that. Although, that being said, I realized it wasn't perfectly cut after I did it. It needed more rage. Well, rest in peace, whatever that battleship was. It just got detonated by one of those 3 torpedo hits. That is a solid boom. Hey, Richelieu! You want some of this? Okay. Go more broadside to the Dunkirks. Try to keep these guys in range if you can. Come on. Yes to all. Oh, bombardment target spotted. French tomorrow torpedo range. Get him across the med. Wait, what? Hate autocorrect? I'm trying to figure out what corrected to tomorrow. Alright, so I'm gonna start pulling off a little bit this way. Intentionally. Because we need to keep our battlecruisers here within range of their battlecruisers. There is some chance that I might not knock out their battlecruisers this battle. Okay, come on. Honestly, cancel the flotilla attack order for the moment. Until that Richelieu is slowed even more. Richelieu, I should be saying. I'm gonna abandon the Dunkirks. I'm making that decision right now. Richelieu is the one which needs to die. Can we check the damage? Cavoir engine room hit. Okay, how fast can we move? We can only move 20 knots. Let's see. Engine room hit, non-penetration. We don't see that little thing right there, so that was a non-penetration. So these ships are not getting through her armor. Leonardo da Vinci, she's only taken that one heavy hit from earlier. That ship's not been hit. Roma's not been hit. Has Italia been hit? No. Conde de Cavoir has apparently lost a knot of... No, wait, no, someone lost a knot of speed. Who lost a knot of speed? Oh, Da Vinci did. Okay. Nah, her belt armor is pretty good. Vetter Pisani's taken a couple of hits. Looks like 14-inch superstructure belt extended and a hull pass-through. Nothing major. Lepanto, I assume, is pretty okay. So, it looks like the Dunkirks are switching. It is saying one's on heavy damage, but I don't think we can... I think it's better to take out the Richelieu. Or focus on one ship rather than these guys up here. Whatever's going on with them. As much as I would like to take them out, you know. Knocking the French battleship out, I do kind of want to do. Plus, those guys were a little closer to port. Alright, we are scoring hits on the Richelieu. Oh, and Vetter Pisani and Lepanto are just now steaming at full speed downwards here. Like, hello, friend. How many heavy gun shells do you want? That destroyer... Okay, he's not making the move I thought he was. Just check torpedo range. We're fine. Just hoping they don't get the engine room on Cavoir. I mean, it would slow her down. Certainly. Richelieu is really hurting. She has slowed and has stopped. That is a dead battleship. Good shooting. Target the Henriette. You guys are... Actually, we're going to turn up north now. It would be nice to knock out that destroyer, but I don't think we will. Hold fire for 10 minutes. Hold fire for 10 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold fire for 10 minutes again. Hold fire. Actually, hold fire for the moment. Just each of you be on actual hold fire. Roma, I don't want you to waste ammunition either, so I'm going to take manual control over you for the moment. Oh, I guess these guys are, like, just making sure it's sinking. The Carlo Albertos. There's Dusk. Alright, go back to AI control. Honestly, at this point, just go back to AI control. So it looks like we're not going to be able to rescue survivors from the Richelieu because it will be nighttime, unfortunately. Torpedo alert. No, there weren't torpedoes. It just ran away. Alright, time to find that bombardment target. Go at 18 knots, kind of let everything catch up again. Hello there, bombardment target. You can die now. I did... Oh, you guys are in hold fire. That doesn't help. Thank you. Alright, so we'll just kind of bounce into the coast like this, kill it, and leave. That was successful. Wait, what? Wow, she took a single 6-inch hit and actually sank due to it. I was not expecting that. I will be fair, I didn't really check up on the damage on the destroyers, but yeah, we just lost one. No, what? Yeah, we just lost a 900-ton destroyer due to a single hit. So, unfortunately, our destroyer force is really suffering right now. But yeah, they lost 2 battleships, so we've definitely won this. We've definitely won this battle. It is acceptable losses. However, we don't have enough destroyers at the moment. Let's just say that. I do desperately need more destroyers. So, that's not going to be the end of French presence in this region. But, you know, that is 2 more battleships gone. That's going to severely reduce their presence in the region, and I think it's going to make these invasions far more likely to succeed, especially with how many of their ships are actually trapped up in Europe. Because as their new builds wind up, you know, constantly being trapped in Europe and can't get down here because the Russians are blockading them there and we're blockading them here, then, yeah, they're not going to be able to do anything. So, good news is our CA survived that torpedo. So, yep, Richelieu sank due to a lot of hits. Shame he never deployed those 2-inch armored 2,000-ton Corvettes with 12 5-inch guns. I'm probably not going to make Corvettes this time because... you might have sunk something with them. I'm probably not going to make Corvettes this time because apparently it's actually better to go with cheap destroyers for, like, sub-hunting stuff because cheap destroyers can't get sunk in gun duels. Unfortunately, going with the cheap destroyers also means that it's a lot harder to just trade protection everything. So I can always use the old destroyers for it, or at some point build cheap new ones for the purpose. So if we look at Richelieu, yeah, so we were scoring 12, 14-inch hits at first. So we were not penetrating its belt with the 12-inch shells, but it looks like we were getting like belt extended hits. It was flooding a little bit. We're scoring a lot of 6-inch hits here, and then it took us a little bit, but we were finally starting to score these proper hits. Engine room hit, belt, non-penetration, sprinter's perforate uptakes, that would have slowed her down a bit. Engine room hit, shell burst limited by coal bunkers, that was a belt extended penetration. So we weren't really going through the actual belt, even at these sorts of ranges. We were more hitting the belt extended. The destroyer with just steam K guns. I mean, yeah, I'll probably build a destroyer with, or upgrade destroyers with K guns at some point. Where did the steam come from? I don't know. Your autocorrect is being weird. Hit, belt, height. She was flooding actually pretty badly. There's a belt penetration hit. So that was at 8,000 yards. Wow, that's actually... Okay, it does look like some of our other hits were from further away. So that's the first penetration. Submerged torpedo flat hit. Secondary battery hit, hull pass through. She's flooding pretty bad. Splinter's perforate uptakes. Yeah, at this point she's just getting wrecked from about 6,000, 5,000 yards away and sinks due to all the flooding we've caused from all the hits to the belt extended in that area. Do you think the shell went in 90 degrees from the sky? No. It wouldn't do that. I mean, no, it wouldn't come at 90 degrees. I mean, at this point in time, battleships would only really fire maybe, like, what, 15 degrees up at most? So, I mean, if you're not modeling in any air resistance, then it's going to be coming down at 15 degrees. However, if you are modeling air resistance, it's probably going to be coming down a little bit more than that. But, you know, you're not going to get your straight 90-degree drops. If you were, the belt, or not the belt, the deck armor of 2 inches would be very, very far from sufficient. And you'd want to armor the deck as much as the belt. On any ship. Although, even in the late game, it does become a good idea to armor the deck a lot due to bombs, mostly, which do come in from the top. And actually, slope deck, with slope deck, you do get turtle back, and that will actually can have the deck protect, or the belt protect the deck, too, so a shell might have to get through both the belt and then, very slant, or very angled deck. So then she was sinking, and then we just pummeled her. Yeah. Corbeil, which we know exploded from a torpedo hit. So, okay, so we were scoring 6-inch hits, 12-inch hull hits, non-penetrations there. Those from 6,000 yards and we weren't doing anything. Secondary hit. So, 12-inch critical hit, saltwater enters feed tanks, machinery disabled. That was a shot from Roma. That was why she slowed down. That was probably why she was going those 10 knots. So you score a few more hits. Critical hit, conning tower hit. That probably would lead to a loss of control in the ship. More hits. Belt penetration. So we were scoring penetrations. One of her bridge or funnel topples. That would have slowed her down even more. Bridge damaged. Yep, that would do it. Turret disabled. Fire spread. So this was at the point she was on fire. So we take the 13-inch shell hits, superstructure at fire spreads, critical hit, saltwater enters, feed takes again, machinery disabled. Oh, she got really unlucky. Very good plunging fire hit results in a hood scenario, possibly. 13-inch hull hit, belt extended, shell burst limited by coal bunker. Yep, torpedo magazine hit, ship blows up. From Satori, which did survive the battle. And then she takes another torpedo. Wait, we sank a French destroyer, what? I didn't even realize that. So Carlo Alberto took a single 14-inch hit, destroying one of her turrets. So she... No, it wasn't a flash fire. Her magazine detonated from a torpedo. Gorbezo's Burmese soldiers on a truck driving towards Rambo, manning a 50 cal. Jeez. So Carlo Alberto takes that torpedo, limits the flooding down. Flooding stuck at 39, but she has enough flotation points at the end of the battle that the 2-hour simulation. How many hours is it actually? No, it's not 2 hours. 6 to 9. 3-hour simulation isn't enough to sink her. No, I wanted to see Leonardo da Vinci. She took that single heavy hit to the hull belt extended, and that single heavy hit made her more damage than her sister, which took multiple heavy hits. But that caused a little bit of flooding, which caused some flotation damage. Duquesne's took a single 13-inch hit and a waterline 10-inch hit. That waterline 10-inch hit did more than that 13-inch hit. No, the engine room hit wasn't a dud. The engine room hit did not penetrate the belt armor on Conte de Cavoir. So what happened is the shell was fired. It would have hit the engine room had it penetrated the armor, but it did not penetrate the belt of the ship. So it survived. So, yep, we lost this ship due to a single 6-inch hit from Richelieu. Destroyer Mortier took looks like 4 6-inch hits and 6-inch near miss. Oh, torpedoes exploded on one of them, and it was sinking about half an hour later. I did not realize that we had actually sunk a destroyer. Oh, so the submarine which torpedoed Carlo Alberto at the end was sunk by a mine. Well done. I'll take it. Conte de Cavoir. So she takes a 13-inch belt extended hit to coal bunker. So there's the 14-inch, which just didn't penetrate. 10-inch disabled one of her turrets. 14 secondary battery hit. Penetration there. Another engine room hit, which just wasn't a penetration. It was at pretty long range, so it wasn't going to actually get through. Couple more hits. Nothing much. Installation. Yep. It lasted a total of 5 minutes once it started getting shot at. That was a good battle. That one went well. Merchant 2, yeah, it sank. What does it mean when the saltwater enters the feeders? So, this feels like a question for Drac, or for Drakinifel. Carlo Alberto survived, yes. She's on heavy damage, but she survived the engagement. Vetter Pisani took a couple 14-inch hits, took a couple 6-inch hits. So what I assume is it's saltwater is entering some part of the boiler system, probably, or some part of the boiler or machinery. And obviously saltwater is corrosive, and the machinery is designed to not operate with saltwater in it. So saltwater gets in, and there's also fire and stuff. Suddenly that does... Actually, yeah, it's probably more related to it being on fire and such. So, yeah, saltwater getting in is probably related to the boilers or the engines. I would assume the boilers, like, getting in, maybe putting out some of the fires in the boilers, massively slowing the ship down, and then you have to get all the water out of there and fix everything. You cannot sink the Carlo Alberto with a submarine. Not yet. So, yeah, that was Vetter Pisani. Took a few hits in the battlecruiser engagement. Lyon, we got a couple 14-inch hits on, disabled one of her turrets, but didn't do much. So we were reporting one of the two Dunkirks on heavy damage, and it's obvious that neither of them were. We sank this merchant with a few 6-inch shells. This destroyer took a few 6-inch shells, but got into port. and then took a 10-inch hull hit on this destroyer. Of course, it penetrated. 6-inch on that destroyer, and then this Russian light cruiser we had with us took a 6-inch engine room hit. Actually, it might be protected cruiser. Probably protected cruiser. And no damage on anything else. Yep, good battle. It is a result I will gladly take. I mean, admittedly, we had a total force superiority there, but still. We commissioned 4 subs. Ooh, we could get more budget from denouncing Germany, or we could... Yeah, let's get more budget. I need my budget. Oh, improves invasion capability. Fighting continues in Corsica. Does pass-through increase chance of flooding if it hits the waterline? Possibly. Although, I think the thing is that a pass-through hit, when it goes through a ship, it's not detonating. It's not... None of the explosive filler is getting used. And you want the explosive filler to be getting used because, you know, that's what does the damage. So you are punching a hole in it. You're certainly doing that, but you're not doing much more than punching a hole in it. You're not, you know, getting that nice explosion inside, which will punch an even bigger hole in it. Oh my god, we've already lost 4 of the Antonio Mostos. Yeah, I need more destroyers. We need to get Tunisia invaded so I can actually afford to construct more. So, Carlo Roberto needs a month of repairs. Everything else is fine. Alright. Next turn, cruiser action off of Tunisia. I'll accept it. They decline enemy culture rate. I'll accept that. Best armor is no armor. Then everything explodes. Yeah, then you wind up like the Japanese battleships I had in that British war, where 3 of them detonated within the first 40 minutes of a battle. That's what that causes. Alright, so right now they are trying to go for this installation. Hopefully this is going to be a battle where they only have armored cruisers, or only have an armored cruiser, because, you know, we only have an armored cruiser. I know we have battle cruisers in the region, and hopefully the battle generator will be somewhat fair to me today and give me Regina Elena here against a enemy armored cruiser. Please don't be a battle cruiser. We have... What are you? A light cruiser? Oh, this is even better. Nope, that's a scout. Okay, so those are scouts up front. That's whatever we're identifying as the CA. Now, the good news is Regina Elena is fast. Regina Elena is really fast. It is an armored cruiser. Awesome. Oh, look at that little thing. Oh, it's so cute. It's such a cute little armored cruiser. Only 7,000 tons. Yeah, Regina Elena, put your 10-inch guns to work here. The Noi class, go for it. Hello there, friend. Do you really think you're going to be able to run away from Regina Elena? We've scored a hit on it. Now, I do have to be careful here. They do have 3 destroyers, so they could attempt a torpedo attack. And right now, we're only able to get the forward gun firing. Oh, good shot. 6-inch. That was a shell from the secondary battery, which just detonated that French CL, or French protected cruiser. So now we are chasing the Illinois. Unfortunately, it looks like 2 of Regina Elena's turrets have jammed. So, what? These things... Oh, they have 7-inch main guns. Yeah, that would do it. That would get them to detonate. Actually, for now, switch fire to the Kotlo gun. Because what we should try to do with Regina Elena is knock out all 3 of these protected cruisers. And I think I actually might have seen a 4th one. I'm not entirely sure. The destroyers are kind of coming at us. Not really, not really. Now they are. Pull away. Oh, that's bad. Turn all the way around. That sort of maneuver throws off their torpedo attack, though. Unfortunately, it does mean that Regina Elena is currently going 14 knots. So we've lost all of our speed, all the speed we had built up, but we dodged a torpedo, which is probably better. Regina Elena is now back up to 20 knots, and we'll be catching up to these ships very shortly. Unfortunately, those destroyers are coming back for another pass. We did score a hit on one. We're hitting the Sabre over here. It would be nice to knock out a French destroyer or two. P-class has been hit. Oh yeah, we are scoring 6-inch hits on the Sabre. Okay, that's not good. Signals misunderstood. So the CA is running away. How long's that going to last for? Probably not long. It's time to run them down. So we are still scoring some secondary hits on these guys. But it looks like all their destroyers are largely escorting the Kotlogan. So that Sabre's coming in for an attack. Pull Regina Elena a bit away. Okay. So Dusk has made it a bit too risky to attack the CL, I think. Whatever that ship is, though, it might be dead. I think that might actually be a destroyer, though. Just being misreported as, yeah, Javelin class. So we sank one of their destroyers. One of them looks slowed. Yeah, that one, well, currently it's slowed. That's the CL, and that's the Lanoy. So, yeah, their CL still has escorting destroyers. I do not want to engage it. It's too risky. However, we can currently hunt down the Lanoy class pretty safely. We do have to be careful of its torpedoes, lest we lose the second Regina Elena. But, you know, if we find it, we do kill it. Oh, interesting, interesting. I'm fine with this sort of situation, where these guys hunt them down. Yep, Lanoy class found. Hello. And hit one of our turrets. Come on. It's identified successfully. Pull. That is a weird maneuver it made. Now we are maneuvering. Oh, Regina Elena is actually taking a lot of hits here. If we do... Oh, its rudder's jammed. Its rudder is certainly jammed. Go into flotilla attack. We have not found the other... We've not regained contact on that protected cruiser. Okay, come on. Now this thing has had multiple opportunities to torpedo me, and it's dead. Good shooting. Part of me, honestly, because I think at this point they're going to have 2 destroyers sunk. So if we move this way, we could potentially cut them off if they are still here. But I don't think they are. So I'm going to go down to cruise speed. That move worked! Okay then, never mind. Go back up to full speed. Now, I would say that would be a good move, but... No, go down to cruise speed. Let everything rejoin. Hey, Sampa, how's it going? We're, kicking France's butt. France is currently bleeding ships. And, so far we're doing pretty well. So, I do not think they're going to go for a torpedo... Or, not torpedo attack. I don't think they're going to go for an attack on the target right now. So, I say we just head to Messina. We've won this. You know, they've lost 2 cruisers. They're not going to know that we're going into port. Kicking Covenant, but nice, I suppose. I haven't really played Halo, so... Yeah. Which might be weird considering my username, but trust me, the 117 has a different meaning. And And now we're all in port. There's only a couple hours left on the timer, and France is so not going to attack that coastal installation because they are running away after losing 2 cruisers. Yeah. Okay, so I thought we had sunk 2 destroyers. We hadn't. We only sank 1. That's on me. I was hoping that 1 extra of theirs would sink, but apparently I must have gotten the flooding under control. So, Côte Logan took a... Yep, she exploded on the first shot, which hit her. It feels good to finally be exploding a ship on the first shot, which hits it. Unfortunately, it's not 2 battleships doing that. I still want the game to redeem, or to give me at least a little bit of redemption for that. Then we actually scored a second hit on it, but no, it didn't matter. The ship kind of exploded. So CA Dessay started off with some 6-inch hits. One of them destroyed a turret. She takes an engine room hit to the belt. So that would have slowed her down. But this must have been... Yeah, no, this was when we hunted her down. So this was at the very start. We only scored a couple of early 6-inch hits, and we catch up. She scores a couple of hits on us, and then... Oh my god, we just... So we immediately destroy, 2 of her turrets within, like, the first couple minutes of us shooting, and hit her engine room. Destroy another turret a few minutes later. Penetrate a turret there, get a couple secondary battery hits, destroy her, or damage her rudder. Need more tissues. Hey, Bosian, how's it going? Well, welcome back to the live stream. Turret destroyed, turret disabled. You got carriers at? Nope, it's still 1917. Conning tower hit, superstructure hit, splinters perforate uptakes. Yeah, turret disabled, limits flooding. So she did launch a torpedo at us. She was identifying us as a battleship, which is, somewhat accurate. Regina Elena is kind of large for a CA. 10-inch superstructure hit, fire spreads. Engine hit, so then the torpedo from Ardito just hits her magazine and she explodes. So she meets a very similar fate to, what ship was it? What ship was it in the last battle? Corbeil. This destroyer we sank with a number of 6-inch hits. And that was a Javelin class. So Sabre was the one which was going really slowly, and she took 6 6-inch hits and survived it. Kind of impressive for a destroyer. I'm going to message me when you get carrier. It might take a couple of streams. But honestly, I like the Dreadnought era more. We'll probably get carriers for the next war. So superstructure hit, secondary battery hit on Surcouf. We didn't really do much there. Regina Elena took those 6 medium hits. Couple to the top of her turret wide. Doesn't look like there were penetrations. Yeah, it was just 6-inch hits on her. Doesn't look like any of them did anything. Oh, that one did something. That was why she was going 24 knots rather than 27. The uptakes got perforated by splinters from one of those hits, but that was it. This Sabre class took a couple of 6-inch hits, launched 2 of its torpedoes at one of our destroyers, which obviously didn't do anything. And yeah. And Venezia took a 4-inch hit and a 7-inch hit. The 7-inch hit was limited by coal bunker, so nothing happened. They failed their objective, and we, of course, win. Islands are kind of sus, though. Oh. Hey. Ooh, private shipyard expands. That's good. Aircraft bombing of ships enables air bombing ships with light bombs. That'll be cool. Okay, we need to deal with those fortifications at some point here. I kind of find it funny that now that, like, sus is becoming more of a word people are saying, and that's probably entirely down to Among Us, which is actually very fun. That's one of those meme, or kind of popular games, which I am like, yeah, you know what, I'll play that. Most of them I don't touch as much. Okay, so Mediterranean is, currently mostly ours at this point. In terms of what's in the region. Make a 5,000 or 50,000 ton carrier and make it a nuclear carrier. I kind of did that in the Austria, or at the very end of the Austria campaign. It wasn't completed, but it did happen. Okay, so now the enemy... Oh, they accepted one. They will try a coastal raid off of here, and it is with light cruisers, so it does make sense for them to do this. So what is their goal? I don't see any bombardment targets, so I'm guessing they're going to go after merchant shipping. No nukes in game. Yep. But, you know, you can still get an early super carrier. Like I did build something kind of, which kind of resembled a Forrestal. Okay. Game speed has gone down to fast. So they have some combats going on. Someone's found something. And I don't know what's found who. Okay, no. Do we have any reports anywhere? No. So I don't think we have any airships in this region. Okay, now it's going to be nighttime. So this is where things get hairy. So what cruisers do we have? We have Marsala and Brindisi. So we got a Bari and a Bari. So older cruisers. Still well armed. Yeah, we'll never see a glorious Kirov class battle cruiser. That would have been good. Anything? So far, nope. So this battle's looking like a dud. Just something, yeah, in the scenario. Yeah, they had a single CL, and it just ran. Actually, if we look at the flagship, yeah, it just kind of came down here and then it's like, nope, go away. Didn't do anything. It's a victory. Catania is commissioned. Crush him completely, please. Damn it. We get 6. Alright. So now we can pick between Tunisia or Corsica. And I think we'll go Corsica. So we do not get Tunisia in the war. And now we have to decide what to do. So if we look at our research, shipboard aircraft operation, you only have seaplane carrier. And how big does that allow? I don't know. So we don't have any air groups to do anything to. It's just going to be largely reserving the fleet, stopping training. We didn't even have training or completed there. Resume construction on a battleship. Honestly, just reserve everything. Cannot put... Oh yeah, those two are in the Indian Ocean. I will keep a larger set active on the Indian Ocean than normal, because our intended target now is Britain. But we do need to be careful about how we're going to do this war, because we do need to get this war done. I want to get all those ships resumed if I can. So you guys need to go to the reserve fleet. All of you guys need to go to the reserve fleet, aside from the 2 of you in the Indian Ocean. I'm thinking the Baris are old and obsolete at this point, so we have 5 of them left. And we are going to start replacing them with Catanias. So my thought is we can get small seaplane carriers at the moment. So I know it's overweight, but if we remove a couple of, or some of the turrets, maybe the torpedoes. Can't get better fire control yet. So let's get rid of maybe F and J. No, yeah. F and J. No. We need J. Well, actually, no, we'll get rid of J. And we'll get rid of G and K as well. And then have this as a seaplane tender. So can we get any more planes on it legally? Nope, we can't. So Messina and Ancona will be rebuilt as seaplane tenders. Actually, you know what? I'm going to send Venezia in for a rebuild to a seaplane tender as well. Marsala and Brindisi, on the other hand, will each be scrapped. Because I don't think I need 5 seaplane tenders. Everything else in the reserve, for now, the turbines will be mothballed. Could halt the additional battlecruiser until the CLs get done. And so, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to war with Britain, but we're probably going to want to go to war with Britain sometime like in the mid-1920s. They have a lot of battleships, and some armed with a lot of 16-inch guns, and we need some battleships which can actually compete with that. So we are building 24-knot battleships at the moment. I might stick with the 24-knot battleships for now, but I think we do need to get more guns on ours. I'm going to check something. If we order a design in American yards, their 16-inch guns are quality -1. If we order a design in a British yard, I mean, they're our next target. So their 16-inch are 0. If we order one in a German yard, there's not really better guns currently here. So I'm going to expand the docks. But we need to get these battleships out. One thing I want to do is I do want to start building normal air bases in multiple locations. So we need to think logically. I think Rhodes and Lindos are 2 great locations to start with. Rhodes, airbase. Rhodes and Lindos need one. I will also build an airship base on Rhodes itself for scouting purposes. Yeah, we are going to need to get more, but that's going to be what I do for the start. We are bleeding money at the present. Something got delayed, though, so that means that we didn't bleed as much money as I thought we would. But, you know, we can always halt something if we need to. Triple torpedo mounts, that'll be good for destroyers. Good news is, Syracusa, one of the Catanias, will finish up here very shortly. 2 subs commissioned. Syracusa is commissioned. Good. Reserve. Oh, we do have to rebuild the Nino Bixos, though. Yeah, we have several ships in need of a rebuild. So you... What happens if I rebuild her in a different yard? I rebuild her in America. No. I rebuild her in Germany, Austria-Hungary, France. You know, war with Britain is far enough out that I am just gonna rebuild these ships in Britain. So I'm gonna start by rebuilding one of them with just increased elevation. And then I'll rebuild the other one shortly after that in Britain. These guys, I'm not going to rebuild the Napolis. The 2 remaining Napolis are going to be replaced 1-for-1 with Benedetto Brin and that one, so they don't need an upgrade. And the Marco Polos are just going to be upgraded to aircraft carriers, so they don't need it. But other ships will need rebuilds. Italia just got hers. Those 2 destroyers are in the Indian Ocean. They are 1915 rebuilt, so don't need to really bother with them. Right now we do desperately need more destroyers, though. Okay, air bases are constructed. 2 subs are commissioned. Actually, you know what? One thing I should do. If I move all these guys into reserve, that should save me money, correct? Correct? Might be the case where I have to update something. Actually, I want to check. If we look at our... Not that. Do we have any stuff for airbase sizes? I don't see it. I think we just have them invented. If we do aircraft types, can we get... Can't really get more fighters. Ooh, our full-plane scouts average reliability. That's good. Let's get a fighter. Let's go maneuverability. You know what? Let's go firepower and reliability. Shooting down bombers. But, you know, I don't plan on using the fighters very much at the moment. You should probably go to the reserve fleet, too. Yeah, we do have to get these ships under construction finished, so Nino Bixio will need to finish up, go back to the Indian Ocean, and then her sister will get a similar rebuild. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. And I will halt a destroyer for a single month, and we'll be back in the black again. No to all. Resume construction on her. Hello, reserve. All you guys go reserve. You love the concept of carriers? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to mothball one of them. I am going to probably mothball maybe the Salernos as well as Italia at this point, and one of the Romas, to just save a little more money. I will try to move them back to the reserve fleet significantly ahead of a war, and I have a ping on Discord. Let me just remove that annoying thing. There we go. It'll be removed now. It will no longer show. Okay, so we still got one more turn until Nino Bixio comes out. I say we need more air bases in various locations. So we did get air bases down here in Rhodes and Lindos. I think, honestly, we're going to need airship bases all along Libya. Tripoli, Benghazi, and another one in Tobruk. Okay, Nino Bixio is back. Send her sister in for that exact same rebuild. And put her on foreign station. She will move down there automatically. Hopefully those those subs are done. Battleships are cool for the big guns, but even carriers are cool. I like battleships more. Battleships are cooler than carriers. Fight me. No. You know what? I'll sell it. I need money. And plus, you know, what am I going to take from Austria at this point? I already took all I want from them. Okay, now we can get depth charges on ships. That'll be important for destroyers. So, new fighters. New fighters. Speed's better. Firepower is better. Maneuverability is worse than our current one. That one has worse toughness. Firepower is the same on all of them. This one has the best speed. This one has the best range. This one's a moderate on speed but terrible range. So I think the CA-65 is the best one. Ooh, better version of the flying boat with bombs. Thank you. Request proposals for a new aircraft type. We can still only get those. So maybe float plane scout with reliability and range in mind. I don't need to be anywhere near you to damage you. That is fair. Okay, so we're starting to get these destroyers done, which means I'm probably going to want to lay down more destroyers. Although, yeah, no, I need to get that battlecruiser out, though, soon, too. It is 1918. I could intentionally wait until 1920 to try to get, oil firing. Let's get rid of W and just increase these to triples. And get some light anti-aircraft fire on it. So increased depth charge storage is a thing which can be done now. Also, what is losing 3 planes to losing a battleship? Yeah, that is true. Thought about going down to 4-inch guns again and trying to get multiple of them rather than... No, I'll stick with the 5-inch guns. So, we'll start developing that class. Awesome, we got our air bases done. I want 4 of these new destroyers. Our battlecruiser is still halted. Despite all the Catanias being done. We can just barely afford everything else, and I need to get her out there. Alright, I will see you then. I'll see you then, Bosian. Yeah, it's nice when you stop in, too. Alright, so we got these, new destroyers being built. Kind of upgrades of the previous one, with, just the torpedo tubes a little better sorted. It is probably smart to, say, rebuild our older ones with, improved depth charge storage at the cost of torpedoes. So keep the Q mount there, get rid of the V. So these can be better sub-hunters. And we'll probably want to do that for these guys as well. So I'm going to order these two to move to the Mediterranean again. Actually, I'll just rebuild all of them right here. I don't want any 600, 900 ton destroyers active in my force at the start of the war. So we'll get rid of V again. Should put anti-aircraft guns on the other one. So those will make better sub-hunters now, and then you guys are also going to get this same refit. So you guys are going to lose the V, increase depth charge storage, get a couple of anti-aircraft guns, and honestly I'll decrease the tubes there so you can get more anti-aircraft guns. And now there's most of my destroyer force now rebuilding into ASW craft. So La Speza should be out next month. We should get a Francesco Nola out too. Well, we're gonna desperately need those. We're gonna need more battleships. Okay, you go into, or you move to the Indian Ocean as well. So what is old? Only these ships at the moment. We'll have to figure out how we want to reconstruct our current ones. New docks completed. Good. Buy it and evaluate it. Screw it. No thanks. Okay, we're gonna get a lot of destroyers done. Oh, awesome. That's good. Get more of that. I will... You know what? That's additional prestige. We'll take a budget hit, but more prestige is nice. So mothball the turbines, or turbines, and just reserve the rest. And we're still barely positive. Ah, damn it! I did not need that. So at this point, Gaisip Garibaldi is probably not going to finish. We're getting close to the point where that's just going to be really difficult to get done. Alright. Build me 20 subs. This is not great. Halt construction on her. I was not planning on using subs, but I want my prestige, so... Mothball her, mothball her. So you are in the Indian Ocean, you should both be on active fleet. Where did we get all that? Oh yeah, you. Halting you for a month. So, I will build some air bases down in the Libya region. So, Tripoli, Benghazi, and Tobruk. We'll, for now, get those. Alright, next turn. I'll take the prestige point. It only increases tensions a little bit. Resume construction on her. So we can kind of balance it month by month. But we desperately need new ships. I'll accept. Screw it, let them examine the ship. We are going to have to halt her, too. There's half a thought about just building this one and scrapping Garibaldi. I think that's the smart move. Yeah. And with that, we have just shaved 2 months off her construction time. No thanks. Okay, we're getting close to carriers then. Well, not close, but, you know, we're starting that. Starting to research there. Come on, Benedetto Brin is almost done. New floatplane scout is ready for service. And thankfully we'll have all these... Yeah, we're receiving praise for the subs. And not that for now. Ooh, new flying boat model. I might want to wait on developing new aircraft for a little bit unless we get torpedo bombers, which we don't have. Research. I will set that research to high for the moment. We look at our research. Maybe amphibious operations to... I'll set it to medium, just to make sure that the invasion capability still does go up. Halt her for 1 more month. I'll take that option and decrease spying to nothing. We are not ready for a war. Britain, we are not ready for a war with you right now. Yeah, there we go. Tensions are finally decreasing again. Alright, so the problem is, right now, we are only going to have 12, decent destroyers. Which is not going to be great. And we can barely afford what we're currently building. But we're going to finally be able to resume construction on that battle cruiser here. Oh, hey, better 14-inch guns. We now have quality 0, 14-inch guns. Oh, dear God, Britain is just going mad with building battleships. We need something which can beat these things. And honestly, I'm going to expand the dock size again. So we're going to need, like, some monster warship here. Because they're still stuck in the 30,000-ton range. Actually, what are the new ones they're building? How big are they? 34, 37,000. So... yeah, one thought is trying to get something in the 40,000 range. France is getting pissed off again. Okay. How can I not afford any of this? Oh, yeah, there's Benedetto Brin. Finally got that damn thing done, and with that, we can finally scrap one of these guys. Oh, thank goodness. Hey, the subs are commissioned. There's my money back. Alright, more destroyers. I think that's what we need right now. There is a thought of declining destroyer actions. And then going with slightly smaller vessels. We could go with 800-ton destroyers here. So, if... yeah, 800-ton oil-firing destroyers. They're short-ranged, which isn't going to be good for all areas of the Mediterranean, but we have a lot of bases in various regions. And, if we're going to be expecting to fight this war defensively, we do need, proper destroyers here. Just make sure everything, goes well. So I think a design like this will work best. Structure 3, go away. 4, 5, and 6 go away. Structure 3 will be... Honestly, I'll do this as structure 3. Structure 4 will again be down here. And then we can put structure 5 on top of structure 3. Like, some sort of bridge shape. Let's do, like, that. And then structure 6, we can, maybe make it like a little mast thing up top or something. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. And these are going to be definitely cheaper than our previous ones. So start development to them. I'll take that budget. So I want probably 8 of them. Let's be real. And then we're going to want to build a new battleship when we can. Which will probably be when Ottaviano is maybe 3 months away from completion. Alright. So, right now, let's look at what the British have under construction. All their battleships are done. So their best battleship has 10 16-inch guns, 24 knots. Their best battlecruiser has 6 16-inch guns, but is really fast. So we need something which can hold its own against these things. Now, if we look in a British yard, their 16-inch guns are currently quality 0. And our 15-inch guns are currently quality 0. So our 15-inch guns are roughly equivalent. You know what? I might wait until the dock size increases. That's what I'm going to do. Take the extra budget. Send a double bottom. We need flight deck. New docks completed. Cool. And a new battleship is commissioned. Early air launch torpedoes and CVL conversions. Okay, now things have gotten there. Let me message Vosian real quickly. Let me just quickly find him. Yep, pinging him right now. So, we got our newest battleship done. Reserve her for the moment. I'll mothball Roma for now, because we're far enough away from where the Salernos actually need a rebuild. I'll rebuild them in a British yard, funnily enough. Okay, so we can scrap Andrea Doria. Goodbye. Marco Polo's. You guys get your carrier rebuild. So, clear the turrets. Clear the mounts. Clear the secondaries. We are going to put 4-inch guns on this ship. But turret armor will be 0. And machinery will be replaced. She will be oil firing. Maybe only 24 knots. So it will be a little bit expensive. FG, J and K, H and I. No, not H and I. DE, and S&T as well. That'll be good. Anti-aircraft guns, she should probably get the maximum. Flight installation, flight deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just, you are a CVL, yes. Hey, hey, nuclear. Yeah, building a carrier. We're finally getting this done. You know what? I will keep the ammunition at 130. It'd be nice to bulge her for some torpedo protection, because she doesn't have any right now. And that would mean that she'd go 22 knots. Okay, so we could only get that many planes on her. Wow. Only 10 aircraft. I don't think it's worth it. Now, if we do rebuild them, let's see what a rebuild looks like if we don't change out the machinery. So, no machinery replacement. We will bulge it. We will clear the torpedo mounts. I could have probably gotten a little bit extra from that. So, we'll go FG, JK, DE, S, and T in single turrets with a future potential refit for what was I gonna say? Potential future refit for dual purpose. So if we do this, you know, we can get 14 planes on them and get a fairly cheap carrier conversion out of them. They'll be slow as hell, but you know, it'll be something. So asymmetric funnels. Normally you put them on this side, which I will be doing here. So we will just be routing the machinery over to this side. And then now we do need a flight deck. Oh wait, hold on, I need to get anti-aircraft guns on her. Awesome, we can get all the anti-aircraft guns we want. And she'll be able to carry 14 aircraft, and the conversion isn't all that expensive. Alright, because Italy didn't build any aircraft carriers historically. They were trying to build Roma, but they never got her done. But that was in World War II, so we're already looking at, you know, early light carriers here. So it might have like a really basic bridge, I would suspect. Okay, so I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. Actually, I kind of want to make the flight deck asymmetrical this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by placing down a flight deck roughly where I want it to be, like say here. So now I can use this view and put on asymmetric superstructure for structure 3 when I build its flight deck. Although what I could also do is, okay, so so if we do it, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? We do something kind of curved like this. And then just kind of drop it down like that, and now it doesn't look great. Here's what I'll do with structure 2 is I'll start it by doing like this, and then kind of do this, and then I can kind of Oh no. I'll just do the big line with 2, like maybe this, and then structure 3 will be the actual deck. So I'm going to turn on asymmetric here. So let's say, actually, you know what? Structure 1, let's stay symmetric. So okay, so structure 3 we'll start asymmetric on structure 3. I'll zoom in 1 more pixel. Should I zoom in 2 more? No. So we'll do that. We'll go out to the edge there. I'll actually go all the way down this way. Go around the guns on this side. Go out of it here. Go around the guns on this side. That kind of worked. And over here, we're actually gonna... These guns are probably gonna be more elevated, I would imagine. Or, you know, we go in on these guns. And then actually go really far out here. Why am I not putting... I should just put the guns on deck. I should. Let me stop that lunacy. So we'll do that. Now... back down there. Do that. Go across here. Oh, come on. Sorry, my finger was just trying to brush something off my mouse pad. So we'll do this. Actually, kind of place the funnels and island out here on this sponson area. We can just kind of go there. Look at that. That looks actually pretty good. So, hopefully I don't ever have to redo that. Okay, so that's structure 3. So structure 4 we would want to be the elevators. And the structure 5 and 6 I usually use for like the bridge. I might save structure 5 and 6 for the moment. But this is a light carrier, it is going to need a couple elevators. So I'd imagine we can have one here. In kind of the middle area of the ship. Actually, hold on. Because we don't have the double thing on, so this is going to have to be completely manual. And it's going to make it kind of weird. Thank you. And then we can have a second elevator. Maybe back here. Yeah, no. No, I'll stick with this. Stick with what I was doing. Okay, so now you go down all the way. Now we come back up. And this elevator, I got to build it out probably about equally to that side. And actually, I'm not going to build it all the way to this side. So this elevator here is going to be slightly offset. And then that, you can just go back up there and you're good. Alright, that's our flight deck. Structure 5 then will actually be just our little bridge structure here. Which is just going to be a simple box. Structure 6 can maybe be like a sighting mast on top of it. That did not work at all. Let's try that again. But you know what? Let's just make it a box. Boxes are easy. Good enough. And then we need structure 1 and 2 to be kind of like the anti-aircraft gun areas. So I guess structure 1, not going to make it super or asymmetric. Screw it. Structure 2 will be made asymmetric though. Then I'll do this here. Go back down. I think that the rear end here is good enough where I can do these sorts of things. That looks good enough. And then structure 2 can be made asymmetric. So then structure 2, probably a little anti-aircraft gun spots in there, then another one there maybe, and then maybe another one out here. Like, part of me wants to do a bunch of crisscrossing stuff with them. Let's do maybe something like this. Do another little one over here. Not quite out that far. Oh my god, we've already hit 24 points. Wow. Right, do that. Do that. So, that's 23, that would be 24. So, go out a bit there, go up a bit here, and then go in like that. That'll work. That'll work for our first CVLs with 14 aircraft capacity. So there we go. And hopefully that won't cost too much. Yeah, it shouldn't. So now we do need a proper new battleship. So I don't know what you're talking about with Twitch deciding to say no. Was it something where you were trying to watch the stream and Twitch is just like, nope, you cannot watch it now? Guessing that's probably what happened there. Alright, so we do have good armor, but we don't have great armament. But we can double our displacement. Actually, has our gun data for our armor. 13. It would be nice to get more armor, but it might leave the armor roughly the same. How much? Okay, we can go to oil. If we go down to 21 knots again, or we could stay at 24. I think I want to stay at 24. I want to see if I can get this. Ooh. 12 15-inch guns. This would be a monster. However, doesn't have much room for upgrading. We're already at the limit. $12 times 15 sounds like fun times. Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, we have the largest dock size right now, too. So this is the largest ship anyone can build at the moment. We'd also go down to 23 knots. Yeah. Let's see if we can get, like, slightly more armor out of it. I don't think we can, but this actually does give us some room for upgrading. And, you know, this will give us a... Battleships will never be named after small towns. Yep. If you had a small town in Italy, you'd want it to be named after. It won't be named after that. At most, you could expect maybe a cruiser. But I'd not even expect that. Oh, God. Why is my hand cramping a little bit? Like, weirdly. Actually, it's not anymore. Do you see what I did? You guys see what I did, right? Yeah, that. Oops. Let's try this again. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. Keep going on with what we had in place. Now, I don't think we have all forward benefits unlocked at the moment, so no point in trying to go for like a Nelson sort of layout. But we want something which can fight, you know, any British warship and win, and that's the idea behind this. I actually need to use the bathroom, so I will be right back here. Let me mute. Alright, I am back, and yeah, we can actually do this here. Alright, so one thing I noticed when I was leaving was that deck extended is on 1. If we put that to 0, it does save us a bunch of extra weight. We can invest that in that extra knot of speed, or we can invest it in more armor, which I think will help. Although, I don't know how much that'll help. The extra half an inch does seem to increase our immunity zone by about 1,000 yards. I think we'll increase the armor. I'll go with the slightly slower ship design. So let's rework our superstructure here. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's not have structure 2 wrap around the turret. Because that, as cool as that looks, it didn't... I mean, it did happen historically, but not as often as, you know, you'd think it would. Structure 5 is down here. Structure 5 will become something different. Probably more like that, and then structure 6 will be built on top of 5. Maybe a bit more of like a mast or something here. Or, I don't know, aft control position or something, I don't know. This does give the ship a good upgrade potential, or good upgrade potential. That was the words I was looking for. Yes, start designing that. Right now, aircraft types. We need a torpedo bomber. Reliability and range should be the top 2 priorities on that torpedo bomber as well. Because we'll need a lot of torpedo bombers at various bases. So the Salernos are getting rebuilt. Still. We do need more light cruisers as well, and we still need more destroyers. How many destroyers are we going to be at for frontline service? Right now we're at 12. This will put us at 20. I probably want to have like 22, 24 or something to prepare for this. And I am going to start spying on the UK again now. But we want to get Amerigo Vespucci done before the war starts. And we're finally getting this battlecruiser done. Unfortunately, you know, UK has these things done before we can even complete Garibaldi. And I'm assuming they laid these things down way after Garibaldi was laid down. Because Garibaldi was halted for so long. Okay, I wanted to build more forts and bases, or more bases. So right now I think Libya's done. We do need an airship base in Libya at Mers. No, not Libya. In Algeria at Mers El Kabir. With like another airship base here in Libya. No, we have those. One air base in Libya at, not Libya, Algeria at Mers El Kabir. An air base in Libya at, not Libya, Algeria. Maybe at Algiers as well. No. Screw it, we'll have an air base at all 3 locations in Algeria. Alright, there we go. Don't have any more money to spend at the moment. That would be good tech, but I just can't afford it. Not at the moment. 2 cruises finished their reconstruction. We have the Salernos back. Actually, they were mothballed before. Good news is all these destroyers will finish up here, and we'll be able to start on Amerigo. Some destroyers are commissioned. Honestly, hush it up. Yeah, decrease tension. No, I do not want them created automatically. Go to build screen, build me her. It's going to cost a fair deal. What did I miss? Amerigo Vespucci is laid down. How did the war end? We won. Well, France gave us some concessions. We were able to take Corsica from them, but they still have Tunisia, unfortunately. We are currently intending to go to war with the British in the near future, and I am building this thing to try to deal with what the British are going to probably throw at me. Plus, airfields everywhere, which are going to be loaded up with torpedo bombers. So the idea with Britain is that we're going to try to use the carrier war against them. And once Marco Polo and Varese get their carrier conversions done, we will be building more destroyers. Okay, reserve fleet on all of them. Awesome. We got those air bases done. Diplomatic solution. No. Tension increase. I'll just go with that. I'm not gonna chance war next. Next target is Britain, currently. It is possible we could go to war with France earlier than that. I do not want to face Britain in the 30s. Oh, finally! It's 1921! We finally know what directors are! Wow, thank you. Thank you, all the guys doing technology. Alright, so torpedo bombers. Which is the best one? This one has some really good range to it, actually. And at this point in time, I think range is essential. Aircraft type. So we have a new torpedo bomber in development. I mean, floatplane scouts are oldest, but I think we need another fighter at this point. And I'm going to go with reliability and range as well as requirements for the fighter. So we have two of these guys guarding the Indian Ocean, keeping it safe. I will probably send a couple destroyers down there, maybe a couple Antonio Mostos while he can still get stuff through Egypt. Move ship into the Indian Ocean. And I'm just going to have to wait for the carriers to complete. This is an excellent idea. I will take a treaty with Russia. Oh, now we can actually build 17-inch guns. How nice. Varese and Marco Polo have finished their reconstruction. That is a technology I need. So now we have 2 aircraft carriers. Or 2 early CVLs. I'm not going to put that tech on high, though, because I don't think I really need aircraft carriers that badly. I cannot resume her yet, so it's going to have to be a 1 turn on, 1 turn off sort of thing. Drawing that for your homework? It's a weird homework assignment. Careful diplomacy. Yep. Resume construction. Oh, we can't afford it! We can't afford Amerigo Vespucci. Is Britain already scrapping some of their dreadnoughts? I think they are. And unfortunately, we're going to have to start rebuilding some. Well, we're probably going to rebuild some when we get closer to war. Or when tensions are higher. Because I can't afford to rebuild them yet. Hey, new fighter prototypes. Awesome. So our speed's better. Our firepower is not better. But these can actually be escorts if we need them. And I think this one will be best. New torpedo bomber is ready for operational service. Let's finally upgrade our floatplane scout. Draw anything you want related to your theme, so you decided to do that? Okay. Okay, so we have... What else do we need? So we're finally increasing stuff. We do have the subs, which can help in the event of a war. Narvalo is of questionable use, but I might need to just keep her around anyway. I am going to just reserve all these so that their cost per month goes down for the moment. But, you know, prior to war, I do want to expand every single airbase I have to hold 40 aircraft. And let's... Okay, so we have Algeria sorted out. I think now I want to sort out Sicily. So we need an air base in Syracuse. Where else? Probably there. I should probably just want an air base everywhere in Sicily. All of them are good locations. So we'll build our air bases in Sicily. And why do I have pings? Nothing good. Charities. That's gonna definitely hit our budget a little bit. Tensions with France are high. Sicily air bases are done. New fighter. Do we want it? It's faster. I don't think it's better than our current ones, but I'm not gonna get it. We could go to war with France again, though. That is a possibility, and I might increase spying on them. Yeah. Yeah, let's fight France. Well, no. Stick with the plan. Stick with the plan. Try to hit Germany. So I want to rebuild these in a local yard, and I want to get director firing on them. Along with actual anti-aircraft guns. I do have some torpedo defense. And there we go. So now we can send both the Romas in for a rebuild, and they'll be a lot better at the end of it. I will sell that to them. Oh yeah, we can build larger destroyers of that sort now, which I probably should do. Okay, new scout plane prototypes. Let's see. So the bomb load on this one's better. Its range is better. It doesn't have any firepower, but who cares? I will say, of course, sir. No spying on Britain. Research budget down to 8%. 4 new battleships. Time to mothball the Leonardo da Vinci's. Oh, no. Keep them reserved. Keep one of them reserved. Honestly, at this point, though, we are going to have to get away with mothballing a lot of the Navy. Oh, God. This is going to be difficult to get through. So I think if I design a new design, I should be fine. Although, we must have 5 buildings. So we wanted 4 more because Garibaldi would complete. We can just halt Garibaldi and she'll count. If we wait a couple of months. Which means that we could include our successor to Garibaldi in this. So pocket BBs, very possibly. So I'm going to wait 1 turn here, let the Romas complete. So it'll do a slight increase with Britain. So now we order a new design. Now that they are back in service. So yeah, the current thought would be pocket BBs. Or we need to build 4 ships. Not 4 ships. We need to build 3 ships because I can hold Garibaldi for the moment. So we could do 17-inch guns of quality -1 with director firing and create basically a larger Amerigo Vespucci. Let's get rid of maybe the X turret. And actually, could we do like a Nelson style layout on this thing? So if we do a B and then do a L, that's 1687, and if we do a Y instead, it is 1687. So it doesn't matter. Shouldn't need some. 12-inch belt, 17-inch turrets. Make it a battle cruiser. Change the name again. Okay, bring... we'll go with the 23 knots. 14-inch belt, 17-inch turrets. Okay, that's cool. Original character. It's fine. Here, we can do this. This looks like a good ship. Assume our 6-inch guns are still crap. Yep. So we've just reduced tonnage slightly. Codex does not recognize this as a pocket battleship. So I'm thinking about building one of these and then 2 pocket battleships. But we do need proper battleships. So we can do a design study for that and build 1 or 2 of them, and then we do a second design study. Let's open up your design. We'll get rid of Y. We'll increase B to that. We will make this probably more of a battle cruiser. 12-inch belt, 3-inch deck, 16-inch turrets. 13-inch belt. And then go with something like more like this. So this is more of a pocket battleship. Look at the weird arrangement of the secondaries on this thing. Oh yeah, deck extended could go down to 0. Oh yeah, oil firing. Yeah. Let's actually change the structure again. I'm probably screaming at everyone for not allowing to put a couple triple 3-inchers at the back. Yep. Or triple 6-inchers. Alright, so let's move the funnels back here. So this is definitely more of a pocket BB than the other one we had. You know, something just to kind of get us through. That being said, it does need more anti-aircraft guns. So we're going to build 1 proper BB and probably 2 pocket BBs here. And do we get torpedo bulges so you don't rule the rage against torpedoes? Well, we have torpedo defense, so we're fine. Okay, so structure there. Okay, so I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. So, I mean, Italy like to build their bridges kind of around this. Not an upsized graphics bay, but still nice. Yeah. this is something which could actually more stand on the line of battle. Actually, you know what? Let's do... Gonna build it around that funnel. Structure 5 should be our mast. You know what? I'll do that, and then I'll do something like that. And then structure 6 can be an additional structure in the back here. Damn it. So we can't do the plan, which means I'm gonna have to build 3 of the other ones. Well then. That's gonna be interesting. So... yeah, now that design I just designed isn't gonna be built. Okay then. That's gonna tie up a lot of our budget. Take the extra budget from doing that to... oh, nice. Improved triple turrets. That'll be good. And now, next month is when we start laying them down. Go to build screen, build me 3. Resume construction, resume construction. Oh, dear God. Oh, our budget is screaming. Why? Why? Stop doing this, you asshole! You are an asshole, Naval Secretary! Oh my God. He's gonna bankrupt us! Oh hey, build more battleships. Hey, finally I'm building more battleships. Yeah, now build more subs. What do you want me to do with the battleships then? I don't know, halt them or something. So good news is, Garibaldi will be completed soon enough. And then we're going to need to try to get more stuff built of some sort. Hey, actually we do have a little bit of money remaining. Build a fort base. So, we do need to get more air bases built. So we do have the air bases being built up around Sicily right now. Actually, they are built up. It would be nice to get another airship base maybe at Trapani. Oh, there is one at Trapani. Okay, build an airship base then down at Syracuse. Because that would be good. And then, like, just before we're going to go to war, we're going to build all our air bases up. Alright, so... that's good. We probably now want air bases here in Sardinia in both locations. And then I'm also going to go look at Corsica and going to order a air base at both locations, as well as probably an airship base over at St. Florent. Olbia should provide enough protection. Yeah. Should provide enough protection. Then our protection for there, and then we got to do Italian West Coast and Italian East Coast. I'll resume construction on Dante for the moment. Oh, hey, recovered after the crisis. Avoid stoking the fires of war for now until we get some of this stuff done. Actually, I need more destroyers desperately, so let's build more destroyers then. So we can actually build... I'm going to base these off of the Simones, because we can build destroyers of this tonnage. Let's actually auto-design one. I don't think we can do this. Is that correct? Yeah, double mounts for destroyers not researched. Great. We probably shouldn't get a Y. No, we should get a Y. Probably want a V though, rather than a W. Okay, so it can go 31 knots. It needs more torpedo tubes. It's actually a little bit fast. We can go with more this tonnage. Actually, you know what? Yeah, make it go fast. Screw it, it'll have a lot of upgrade room for the future. We could increase depth charge storage on it and have it help out a little more with submarines in battles. And then potential future upgrades, maybe like a B turret or something. So delete the second funnel. Delete the third funnel, screw it. Actually, you know what? I will move this turret, or that. No, I think Q needs to be in place. Never mind. So that funnel will move there. We'll add in a second funnel behind it. And then our bridge, which is structure 5, is actually going to move up over here. And I guess be very Italian and wrap around the funnels. Because they did seem to like to do that for some reason. Alright, structure 6 can then go on top. Or you could make it go on top like this instead. Then which structure is... Structure 3 should just be removed entirely, or we use it down here. And then that structure 2, yeah, structure 2, you should probably go more forward. Because we can, in the future, maybe fit another gun in on it. Or on the ship there. Okay, and then structure 1 we're just going to change to that. And then we'll just pretend that this gun is actually, like, here. There we go, new destroyer type. With 9 torpedoes. That'll take a month. New battlecruiser is in service. We can do without unreliable foreign guns. I do not want them created automatically. 4 destroyers, please. And resume construction on her. Unfortunately, this does mean that we're not going to be able to upgrade a lot of our current ships, nor does it mean that we're going to be able to get any scout cruisers out, because now all of our budget's tied up. Nope. We should... Yeah, we didn't spend any on that. I don't think we spent any money. I said, oh, hey, no, we shouldn't buy what we can develop for ourselves, and then immediately developed it for ourselves. Always nice when that happens. Let's reserve all of these. We'll activate them in the event of a war. Currently everything is peaceful, and we're getting some decent battleships built. Britain does have new battleships under construction, but they're... Okay, their battlecruisers are scary, but hopefully this new set of battleships will really help us out. But we really do need to upgrade all of our vessels now. Are they building any CAs yet? No, they only have 1 old CA in service. Okay, not super old. That's a weird CA to build. Yeah. It must have been in response to the Carlo Albertos. Yeah, damn. We're gonna have a lot of subs. We don't need this many subs. Why are we spending so much on building subs? Because this stupid asshole is in charge of a... Stupid asshole naval secretary. Yeah, there we go. Much praise. Seriously? Oh, fine. Proposal watered down. I can't have shit here. This is what playing as Italy feels like. This is it. This is exactly what this feels like. That one trait of, oh hey, inconsistent naval policy. No thanks. I don't need 2-inch or better 2-inch guns. Honestly, hush it up. Decrease tensions with France. Oh, now we can get an all or nothing armor layout. That means that some of our ships are obsolete already. You know what? Can I just scrap these? Yeah, I can. There we go. So we're only building 2 battleships now, Amerigo Vespucci and Dante Alighieri. And hopefully that means that not a lot of my budget will continue to be tied up in stupid projects. We do need more bases in various locations. Honestly, increase spying on Britain at this point, because hopefully we can get to war shortly after Dante increases. I might try to accelerate her construction, actually, so that we can just get 2 very powerful battleships out and then immediately go to war with Britain. Alright, so where do I want air bases here? Probably Imperia, La Spezia. Actually, wait, yeah. Air base. So we want Imperia, La Spezia. Okay, I'm going to say basically everywhere but Genova. Have one building in there. Airbase. We have one. Yeah, we have one building in Toronto. We want one building in Imperia, and we want one building here. And that's gonna cost a lot. Oh, that would be good to get. I want to get it. No thanks. Honestly, decrease spying on Britain to low. And our research is still down to 8%. Halt her. There we go, air bases are done. Resume construction on her. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. Resume construction, but we are going to need more air bases over here. So, air base. Honestly, all 4 locations. And then, where do we want airship bases? So probably Bari, Pescara, and Venezia, I'm thinking. And then Venezia, yep. And then these will take 2 turns. And honestly, halt her again. I need budget. I'm sorry, I just need budget. Oh, I think decreased armaments expenditure. Awesome, we got all those bases constructed. We should probably get a new torpedo bomber in service. Oh, we can get a medium bomber too, so I'll do that soon. So, I do want to increase spying on Britain again. Okay, so Dalmatia. Airbase. Honestly, all 3 locations. Well, you know what? No. Probably one in Cataro. Probably one in Zara. And then build an airship base in Spalato. I hear you got carriers? Yes, we have carriers. Marco Polo and Veres are now carriers. There are only 14 aircraft carriers. Does anyone else have carriers? Britain has 1 CVL. How many aircraft does it hold? I think get 26 out of that. Must have purpose-built. And unfortunately, our naval policy has kind of been crippled due to our stupid-ass naval secretary. By what we can develop for ourselves. As I'm trying to rush 2 battleships to completion. Oh, awesome, new floatplane scout, cool. Well, actually, Amerigo Vespucci should finish up, and then we can probably actually finally start rebuilding some of the fleet. 10 subs commissioned, awesome. No, I do not want to exit without saving. I don't know why you would think that that was the logical course of action I want to do. Build me another 5 of those subs. There you go. The Dalmatia air bases are done. We are probably going to need coastal fortifications in various places to prevent them from easily landing. We have more destroyers done. No, I don't want to mothball them. I want to reserve them for now. We're not quite at war yet. I'm going to quickly turn off the display capture and now turn it back on. Just so I can get rid of something small. So we have a small force in the Indian Ocean because we are, you know, we don't know when we're not going to be allowed access to the Suez anymore. So I want to have them there already. Okay, so, new torpedo bombers. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, very much so. I think that's the one I want. Yeah, this one's a little faster. This one's good too. But I think, yes, that one. And the goal is just going to be torpedo or probably torpedo bombers just everywhere across the Mediterranean. And I think we have all of our air bases built up. Well, all of our air bases to where we want them. Yeah, we are planning on turning the Mediterranean into a bit of an airbase trap for the British, ideally. And I think I want to go to high spying on them now. We're going to get these 2 destroyers done here. Yeah, complete with the best fire control. 2 destroyers are commissioned. Nope. Nope. Great Britain. I will take that flying boat. Thank you very much. Spying on Britain, reduced to medium. And right now, maybe reduce it to low for the moment. Because it's going a little too quickly. So rebuild in a local yard, give them director firing. Give them anti-aircraft positions. So they have a bunch of extra weight remaining for when we get catapults, but we haven't invented them yet. So yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with this. So yeah, rebuild those 2 in a local yard. How do you know when to scrap ships or make planes obsolete? Planes automatically become obsolete, but if you look at aircraft types, you can actually look at their stats, and obviously ones with bad stats you just make obsolete. With ships, it's really an era sort of thing, and, you know, what you need at the time. So first of all, Italia is actually probably going to go obsolete, but if we try to refit her at a local yard, I mean, we can jam anti-aircraft guns on her, which is probably a smart decision. Even if we can't get a lot of them, we can still get, you know, 26 of them. But it is, some of it's just playing the game, knowing when the eras change. I mean, knowing when ships go obsolete, or not specifically when ships go obsolete, but kind of when ship classes go obsolete and what stats on ships go obsolete. So yeah, rebuild the Leonardo da Vinci's with that crap. Halt the Leonardo da Vinci's, and oh hey, now we get quality 0 16-inch guns. And Amerigo Vespucci should finish here. Now. Awesome. I do not need those at the moment. Medium spying on Britain. Resume construction, resume construction. Alright. The Pantos, you guys need a rebuild. Local yard, director firing. Give me all the anti-aircraft guns I can fit on them. That's good. Do I want to reclassify them as battleships? No. I want them to stay battlecruisers for now. Rebuild both of them. So, do you have... Yeah, you do have anti-aircraft guns. Benedetto Bryn needs to be rebuilt at a local yard with directors and all the light anti-aircraft guns fitted. Do you want a goal? I mean, I guess the goal is Mediterranean domination. Benedetto Bryn, you are now being refit. Ottaviano Augusto. Let's add anti-aircraft guns. Make a carrier to surpass the metal carrier. I don't know specifically when that will happen. Alright, director firing on them. Yeah, okay, cool. She's being refit with the director. So hopefully we should get all these ships done and then like be able to immediately declare war on the British. So move them to the reserve fleet. And right now, honestly, we need a new cruiser. Probably based on the Catania design. Part of me wants to get more torpedo defense. I'll leave it at 1. Just suggest a new name. If we have quad or double guns, we've not researched double or triple turrets on CL yet. Okay, damn it. Can we get an X turret? Yeah, we can. Could go 28 knots. We could stay at 27. I'll go 28 knots. So then you will be built around the X turret. Here. So yep, the Catania class is now receiving a modification, or a new variant, I suppose. Although I will add some additional mass to it again. Just see how much we can get away with that. But we need anti-aircraft guns. Can I get away with a larger ship? I can. Yeah, design the Marsalas. Italia's finisher reconstruction. Try to get the proposal watered down. Screw it. Larger seaplane carriers. Nice. I want 2 Marsala class cruisers being built. And now I'm just going to have to wait for everything to get out again. And probably Amerigo Vespucci is going to have to go into the reserve fleet for the moment. Now, so yeah, now we actually do have like a proper monster of a battleship, though. Unfortunately, Britain is, they have a lot of ships. We do have Russia on our side to help out, and I do think we probably have individual superiority against anything except maybe a Rodney with Amerigo Vespucci and the eventual Dante Alighieri. Which, I mean, we are just trying to rush her at the moment. Rush her into completion so that we can actually get, you know, another battleship before this war starts. So Ninowixos are active in that region. The Salernos probably want to be in the reserve fleet. The Catanias are going to need a rebuild right now as well. Unfortunately, all we can really do is add anti-aircraft guns to them, which we should do. And then destroyer-wise, we have our modern set of destroyers. So we are looking at 22 destroyers for our main fleet. We need to halt something. Alright, briefly delay the Leonardo da Vinci's getting their rebuild done. And reserve the Carlo Albertos for the moment. Although now they are pretty modernized, so that is good. So high spying on Britain, which we're at. Commissioned 5 subs. Cool. We can get quad turrets now. Submarines. Get the rest of them built. Might actually be good to try to reduce the British fleet, because we want colonies down here. So it might be actually good to put my subs on fleet engagement and just try to knock out the British fleet. Okay, we're getting a bunch of ships back. War cruisers have finished. Resume construction, or resume that on the Leonardo da Vinci's. We can go reserve fleet on the Lepantos for the moment. We can go reserve fleet on the Catanias. We are probably going to need another set of small destroyers. Like these. Should we go up to 900 tons? Are we okay? Yeah, we're much better. We're getting... Could we get another... Probably couldn't get another torpedo tube without crowding everything, correct? Could we? No, we can't. However, what we could do is we could get an additional, like, D&E torpedo tube. And then these will be cheap destroyers, which we can spam out as well. Awesome, those have finished their reconstruction. Oh, Britain is now building proper CAs. Oh, hey, now we can have above water torpedo tubes on light cruisers. I think it is still smart to reserve them. Okay, training. I think we want to do gunnery and night fighting, because we're getting close enough to war at this point. However, again, just do not have great amounts of money. So I'm going to halt the Marsala. Well, I need the Marsalas under construction, so I'm going to halt those new destroyers I laid down, and the Marsalas. I'll resume that one. I will sell that to them. Awesome. That gave me more money. Resume construction on 2 of the destroyers. The Leonardo da Vinci's will be done. They're out now. No thanks. I don't need tech from you. Screw it. It's caused trouble for Britain. Britain, we want to fight you. Okay. Go to medium spying. We need to control the start of this war. Average ships. Falkland Islands have declared independence. Nice. What I want to happen is I want to get Dante done. Should not risk raising tensions over that. You can take control of South Korea. I need to delay this war just a few more turns. Aircraft types. We need more aircraft types. Medium bomber, now. Reliability and bomb load. Do it. World economy has recovered after the crisis. High spying on Britain. International squadron. Dante will be completed here. Yes. Resume construction on her. Awesome, new torpedo bomber. Okay, now things get risky. We're going to have to very carefully manage our diplomatic situation. Activate everything. We want to make sure France does not get involved in this war. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. Okay, air groups. Activate all the bases. right now, automated aircraft, I'm going to change the number. Well, actually, what's your spotting value? What is your spotting value, Marco Polo? Open design. Right now, open design for rebuild. You have a spot value of 9. So I'm going to mess with your air groups. I'm going to change this number to 5 and this number to 9. I'm going to copy that air group, paste it on Varys, activate the rest of my air bases. Okay, so let's start on Zara. So, automated aircraft. I'm going to disband the fighter unit. I'm actually going to disband the flying boat unit because we have all the airships to spot everything. And I'm just going to put maybe, what, how about 12 torpedo bombers and then... Not single squadron of 20 torpedo bombers. Honestly, get all my ships activated at this point. And then you guys also be activated. Air groups, not air groups. Doctrine, no, float plane search priority. Yes. So I can't quite get all the airbase stuff worked out that I want, but you know, now everything's active in the Mediterranean. Hopefully, we can avoid war with the French. I will attempt to back down as much as I can, or decrease tensions with the French, and then try to increase them with Britain. Once we get into a war, though, I'm calling the stream. Approved. Depth charge is cool. Okay. Alright. Copy that air group. So, Zara is over there. Move the air group from Zara over to another base. But I think... Where are they going to attack? Syracuse is one where we... Oh, wait, no. Copy that air group, paste it at Syracuse. Drag this air group here to... Oh, where do I want it? How about... Mers El Kebir? Copy the air group there. We'll have one at Bone. Paste one at Cagliari. Paste one here. And then also have one... We're probably going to do a lot of fighting around, like, Toronto. I wouldn't be too surprised if we're going to get blockaded. It's late there. Okay. Alright. Good night, then. Toronto, where's... There we go. Paste one at Toronto. Paste one at Espesa. Paste one there. Okay. And for now, paste one at Cataro as well. Oh, I probably should get some in the Libya region. Oh, Rhodes and Lindos need them. Rhodes, paste. Lindos, paste. Let's win this war. Well, I'm not going to be fighting this war today, but, you know, I will be at least trying to start the war. So Benghazi, Tripoli, and Tobruk, I think I'll need them too. And now we're going to start mass producing those. Problem is getting into war if I wind up in war with the French. Careful not to raise international tensions right now. I need an event which gets me into war specifically with the British. Oh wait, no. Coastal fortifications. Active, 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 active. Time to activate all the airship bases. No, I do not want them to create automatic. Okay, new medium bomber prototypes. Cool. Bomb load is pretty good. What's better? This one's better. Aircraft types. So we do have a new torpedo bomber in development. Fighter probably next. Firepower and reliability. Okay. I'm going to halt one of our CLs because we just need all the money we can get. New training applied. Improved 13-inch guns. No, not with Britain. No. I want tensions with France to decline. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. There's the war. And our monthly balance has managed to go up somehow with declaring war. Halt construction, because unfortunately we have to activate all these guys. And set all of them to trade protection. Okay. So yeah, now we are officially at war with Britain. We're starting to fill out a lot of these squadrons. Our fleet is active. Our training is active. We do need to decrease tensions with France, because if they get to war, this is going to get bad and fast. I would like to get something like... I would like to take Gibraltar or, you know, Egypt or something here. But it's going to be... We don't have any money right now. We need more money so desperately. But, you know, everything's active. Everything is of fair quality or good quality aside from everything on trade protection, and doctrine is going. So it's a good start for the war. But, yeah, they do have a lot of battleships. If we take a quick look through, they haven't built any new ones, but it looks like they are building a set of new ones, including a pretty large one. In terms of battle cruisers, they have built, you know, even larger ones there. You know what? I'm going to hate to say it, I've got to reduce research. 2%. Because we need monthly balance. They can't outbuild me, so we just gotta sink a lot of them. We gotta sink them, and we gotta sink a lot of them. Thankfully, we do have 2 CVLs, and the current strategy involves probably using a lot of destroyers to do it. But we probably do need to get those cruisers done. And, you know, having all these submarines on fleet support might also help. But, you know what? How bad would one battle be? Let's do one battle here to kick off this war. I'm not going to start invasion of a place yet. No. Come on. Oh, that was terrible. Not the turn I wanted. Resume Brindisi. Okay. Yep, okay, now they are properly blockading me here. But Russia has them outnumbered in Northern Europe. There you go, cruiser action. A small battle near Sicily. Attack enemy ships in general. We have cruiser... destroyers? Oh, no, we have the cruiser Salerno. So this is probably going to be a light cruiser action, I take it, near Malta. What cruiser did I get? Leander class. It has 5 6-inch guns. It's modern. Shit. Run away. Actually, run this way into our aircraft, because I think I have aircraft here at like Syracuse and places. So they're going to try to chase me, and hopefully we can bait them into torpedo bombers. So that's the Leander. You know how to outgun that thing? Yeah, we can't. Flotilla, attack it now. Put up smoke. Make yourself harder harder to spot. So the Salernos are unfortunately older. They have a... Actually, you know what? We do outgun it from the broadside. But I wouldn't be surprised if it has better guns than we do. And unfortunately... Ah, damn it. It's wrecking our destroyers. Oh, good shots. Good shots in the Leander. It is slowed. We can only go 22 knots now. Cancel the flotilla attack order. It's shooting at us pretty badly, though. Pull back. We have slowed it down, which is a very good sign. Get out of range. How fast can you move? You can move 23 knots, so you can keep up. So the current hope is that since we damaged it with those salvos, and it's very clearly slowed, that we can get a torpedo strike on it. No, we were not winning that gun. We were briefly winning the gunfight when it was shooting at our destroyer. But right now we need to get a torpedo bomber strike on it. Speak of the devil, here they come. Come on, spot them, find them, torpedo them. That Leander class cruiser has been made easy for you to hit. Come on, do it. We hit something with a torpedo! Nice shot, nice shot. BB opens fire at unknown ship. That's... What do we have? Is that our support force? We have a support force. What's in it? Oh, it's gotten caught by battleships! Oh, we had a battleship support force, Benedito Brin and Dante Alighieri. Oh, it's caught. It just got torpedoed and then caught by our battleships. Oh, turn around. Find it. Carlo Alberto's part of the support force too. Oh, that's great. Okay, so we got a group of ships up over there. That's the Leander. It's moving slowly. And it's getting shot. It's getting shot by something. So be careful, Salerno. They probably do have good torpedoes. Would be nice to take out a destroyer here if you could actually shoot one. Yeah, we're not landing hits at the moment, and that's the issue. Can't exactly kill a destroyer when you can't land hits. But whatever that cruiser is, its damage... Ah, that's a recon. That's a recon torpedo bomber. I mean, as long as I am maneuvering, we should be fine. Interesting, interesting. There's a submarine here. So the Leander is crippled at the moment, which is good news. We are under fire from it. I would like for it to be under fire again from something of ours. But it has very clearly been shot up pretty badly. By these guys. So there's our Catania. Where is our... I was saying the Carlo Alberto class was firing at it. But I don't see a Carlo Alberto class. Maybe, Catania. We hit Aaron? Yeah, but I don't think it did much. The ship's still moving pretty well. Only really that Leander's actually crippled. Alright, shoot the Leander, please. Oh, it is massively slowed down. It's not sinking yet, but... You know, actually, if we stay in its aft quarter, it has an X superimposed turret there. We can only fire one 6-inch gun at it. Well, we can fire full broadsides at it if we stay, you know, directly aft of it. Damn it! That's just bad luck. That was bad luck. Okay, so the Leander is extremely crippled at this point. The Aaron class is coming up at us. I don't know if that's bad luck or if that was a sub. Hammer all their ships. It's very difficult to get in here right now because of their destroyers. Oh, we can do this. Just sink that damn Leander. It is crippled as all get out. Yeah, she needs to go home. You, go home. Please, right now. She's not going home. I'm gonna take manual control over you and send you up this way. Okay, we cannot land another hit on this thing. Stop smoking, Salerno. See if that helps. No. I'm coming back around. You turn away. We did score another hit on the Leander. There's another hit. Scored a couple. The thing is, I can't manually control the destroyer for a while. Oh, now its signals are confused. Great. I think we're just gonna lose it. How many turns does it have to be afloat? About 400. It would be difficult to get it into port in that time. Not impossible. But we'd have to divert it to Syracuse, and I don't think it's gonna reach there. Because the current hope is that the torpedo bombers come back and put another torpedo into her. Yeah, no. We're not winning this fight. Oh! Leander is sinking. We have confirmed the kill on the Leander. Rendezvous again with our destroyer. Alright. So how fast can she go? She can currently go 10 knots. Go 10 knots. It's over. She made it! She made it out! It counted! That is a successful mission. So we have sunk the British light cruiser Leander. Oh, we did it! We did it! So yeah, 6-inch turret disabled, belt hit, all pass-through hit, turret destroyed, engine room hit, belts. That's what slowed her down. So this was that one moment where we just hit her a lot. Limits flooding. Main battery scores. Well, no, the thing is, it doesn't simulate the ship getting to port at the end. It just runs 3 hours out. If your ship's out and about, it assumes it's out and about for 3 hours. If it's in port, you know it's already in port. So you have to get it in before that time limit runs out. However, the time limit ran out, so 3 hours ticked by and the ship didn't sink in that time. Which makes sense, because it could stay afloat for 400 turns. And 3 hours is only 240 turns. Or maybe it's like 300. I don't know. I don't know specifically what it is. It could actually be longer. But, you know. It might be 4 or 5 hours, but, you know, as long as it doesn't exceed that 400 turn marker, it was fine. So, yeah. So it takes an engine hit, belt extended, then, yep, that went perfectly to plan. The torpedo from the airbase took a 15-inch hit after that. Oh, that's good. That's good. So launch a torpedo at one of our destroyers. So 6-inch critical hit. Saltwater enters free, takes machinery disabled. That was why it was moving so slow. It takes a couple more. Launches another torpedo. 6-inch hit. Another 6-inch hit. So it launches more torpedoes and then it sinks eventually. Salerno took light damage. So we did hold up pretty well. We'll have to check who fired that torpedo. So we got a 6-inch. Leander took, or not Salerno, not Leander. Salerno took a 6-inch hit another. So that was what slowed her down. The perforated uptake one, the second one. More there. Looks like some 3-inch hits. Didn't penetrate her belt there. Good. Turret destroyed. And yeah. Okay, actually she got her flooding under control. In that simulated time. So yeah, extra simulated time, which looks to be a bit over, or about 3 hours. She got her down to 1 and then got it down to 0. It was Leander which torpedoed our destroyer. Pilistro took multiple 6-inch hits. That doesn't look fun, but she made it. So we did get revenge on the ship which sank our destroyer, though. Well, not sank, damaged our destroyer. Last-ditch vengeance. 6-inch main gun crew cut down by splinters. I'm kind of surprised that she managed to hit at that sort of range. San Martino took a 5-inch hit. This one took a 5-inch hit, and then the last ship to get hit was Usk, which took a 6-inch hit. I definitely would have wanted our battleships to fire more. But, you know, just didn't happen. They didn't engage quite nearly enough as they should have. But, you know, good battle. Still good battle. That is a victory in our favor. And we're losing money. Halt Brindisi. They might be better, but we have skill. Yep. That's the hope. So we can't really expand our air bases. Oh yeah. They might just flat out try to grab Eritrea here. Anyway, I think that is the end of the stream. Next time we will see how this war with Britain goes, and hopefully we can actually sink some of their battleships and then invade something once our budget increases. Because we need more budget. We do not have the naval budget to do this. Actually, what is our comparative naval budget to Britain? Yeah, they're more than twice ours. Actually, hold on. They're more than twice ours, but it looks like somehow they have, you know, even more ships than that. Like, yeah, in terms of capital ships, they have nearly a 4-to-1 advantage on us. What's it in terms of capital ship tonnage, though? Because we have 279 500 plus 91 700. 371 200. They have currently, I'm gonna say 655 200 plus 640 300, because I assume their stuff's in commission. So if we take 371 200 divided by 12955 500, we get that. So yeah, they only have a bit over. Actually, you know what? Let's compare the budgets directly. 313 200 divided by 716,960. So from a pure budget perspective, basically from the current budget we have, our fleet is less than it should be. However, the good news is we have a lot of air bases in the Mediterranean, and I would assume that if we looked at how do they have more naval aircraft than us? Well, they have twice the number of naval aircraft. This budget doesn't. None of this budget makes sense. None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. Because we're struggling with what we have, and yet Britain is sitting there with much more than we have and not struggling. I actually do have ships under construction, so I probably shouldn't have done all that. Maybe we're kind of close to where we should be in terms of like this and this versus this. You know, unfortunately, 2 of our ships are out. Hopefully our submarine fleet support does something. And yeah, we have no budget at the moment because we're having to build up all of our air groups currently. So we have a lot of them. There is some thought about maybe reducing the aircraft down at some air bases. Like Benghazi maybe doesn't. You know what? No, I'll keep it at 20 just in case I do try an invasion there. We need to prevent possible invasions and battles, and I'm hoping that my government pulls through and actually finds some money from somewhere. Pull some damn money out of the asses. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you everyone who tuned into this live stream. I've been Noni117 with Roller Waves 2, and yeah, I will see you guys next time then. Let's see, what's he playing? Ooh, I could go raid an Among Us stream. Half of me wants to join him, half of me wants to say no Among Us today. Yeah, we will go on a raid. First of all, outro for the video, or outro for the thing. Links to my Discord, YouTube, and Twitter are down below if you're watching this on Twitch. Obviously, Discord is where you can get notifications of the streams. YouTube is where I put all these streams up when I'm done. And Twitter is where I do nothing other than argue occasionally, very, very occasionally. So don't bother with it. I don't know why I have it linked. Eventually, I want to advertise stuff there, but I don't particularly care right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, then the YouTube link will be replaced with the Twitch link. This is where you can watch these live streams when they go live. And yeah, thank you everyone who watched, and we will go on a bit of a raid here to visit my good friend Vampy, who's playing some Among Us right now, and half of me wants to join in, part of me doesn't. So yeah, bye! Let me actually set up the raid. Bye! What the hell? What was that? I don't know. Bye! Okay, there we go. Now we got the good vibration. Raid. Let me actually get his channel name in. Nope, I failed. That good? There we go. Let's go on that raid, everyone. And yeah, bye!